Hello, welcome to ManSpeak, the straight talking coaching chat for men of faith. Today we are talking about how to stop getting talked over. Confidence skills for you to command respect. If you've ever felt invisible in a meeting or brushed aside at a family gathering or steamrolled by a loud mouth in your social circle, then this is the one for you. Getting talked over is irritating. It's very irritating, and it chips away at my confidence, and it makes me question whether my voice even matters. But it does matter. My voice matters and your voice matters. So today I'll show you how to reclaim your space in the conversation without turning into a bulldozer yourself. So how to stop getting talked over. So why does this happen? Why do people talk over us? And as far as I can see, there are three main reasons. There may, of course, be a host of other reasons, but these are the three main ones I picked up. Your style might be too soft. It might be that you pause too long or your voice trails off, and then someone else pops up and fills the gap. That's the one reason. A second reason, or possible reason, I should say, the group has a dominant personality. Some people just bulldoze and they don't even realize it. And the third possible reason, this might be difficult to hear, you allow it. You always smile, or you step back, or you laugh it off, and then others learn that it's okay to talk over you. So I want to give you some practical tips, real tools for real conversations. I've got 10 practical tips here for you. They're not fluffy, believe in yourself slogans, don't worry. These are everyday tools that you can use whether you're at the dinner table or in the office or catching up with friends. So the first one I want to give you is claim the floor early. So you're going to start with a clear opener. Let me jump in here, you can say. Or you can say, I've got something on that. And that will set the tone before anyone else can cut across you. Second tip I have for you, use your body. Sit forward, make eye contact, and use your hands a little bit when you speak. Boy, if this was a video, you'd see me looking like a windmill. So that's not necessary, but use your hands a little bit when you speak. If you look like you half checked out, people will treat you that way. So these are tips for you to really invite engagement. Number 3, anchor your volume. Don't shout, but have a firm and an audible tone. Think about it as a confident radio voice, not a mumbling podcast guest. Right, so confident radio voice. Anchor that volume. Number 4, finish your sentences. If someone cuts you off or cuts across, keep talking until you've made your point. Just keep going. Most of our interrupters will back off if you don't immediately yield. Number 5, name the interruption. Calmly say something like, hang on, let me just finish this thought. Just something short and clear, no drama. I often say, just give me 1 seckie, I'm almost done. Number 6, support others and they will support you. Now, this is a nice one. Back up the quieter people in the room. Say something like, I'd like to hear what she was saying. I'd like to just hear what he was saying. It builds a culture, and this really works well at work. It builds a culture where people can do the same for you. This will take a little bit of time, but it's a really solid one. Number 7, yes, this is so important. Don't apologize for talking. Cut out the fillers. Sorry, may I just say, can I just, I'm so sorry, may I? No, you don't need permission. You're there, you're allowed to talk. Number 8, you can use a bit of humor when it fits. Please let it fit. If a friend, for instance, talks over you, you can say something like, dude, if I stop mid-sentence, it's because I fainted. Otherwise, please let me finish. Or you can say something like, dude, I'm almost done, I promise you. Or just give me half a sec. I'm going to close my mouth in a moment. If it's at work, you can go for something like, I'm almost done, I promise. Something like that. Do it with a smile plus a boundary. Keeps it light, but it's firm. Number 9, set agreements in repeat settings. So let me explain that thought. At work, you can say, let's make sure everybody finishes before we move on. That's an agreement. We're going to make sure that everybody finishes what they had to say before we move on. It's not personal, but it does change the rules. So you are setting up that agreement in repeat settings. And then the last one, time your entry into the conversation. If you know a certain person dominates, get in right after they finish. Waiting too long will then be an invitation to be steamrolled again. So just time exactly where you want to come in. Your next move. This week, you're not going to just nod along. Here is some practice work for you. Pick one phrase that you will use when someone cuts you off or speaks over you. Something like, hang on, I'd just like to finish this thought. Just write it down, put it on a notepad somewhere, and rehearse it. So it can just come out of your mouth when it's necessary. Just a seckie, I'm going to be done in a moment. Or hang on, I'll be done in a second. Write it down so that it really goes into your mind, and rehearse it, practice it. The second next move task you can do is to record yourself. Record yourself speaking a 2-minute thought on your phone. Isn't it great that we can send ourselves voice notes these days? Play it back. Check your volume, check your tone, and whether you sound like you believe yourself, and then adjust until you do. It's not always fun to listen to oneself, but sometimes it has to be done. It's for a good cause, so brace yourself. You might not like it. Maybe you'll like it very much in the end after you've done some tweaking. Wouldn't that be nice? And then the third, your next move for your week to come in your next group setting. Back up at least one other person when they get interrupted. Build that culture. It will always pay you back. So if any of this hits home for you and you know you need to grow your confidence and communication in a deeper way, that is exactly the work I do in my one-on-one coaching. We'll use NLP, communication strategies, and practical tools which are tailored to your situation. So you stop getting steamrolled in conversations, whether you're at work or at home or anywhere else. Most men work with me for 3 to 6 sessions, and the results are really powerful. So if you want to step into that, you'll find the details in the description. Here's my biblical reflection. I love this verse. It's Proverbs 15, verse 1, and it says, "A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger." That's exactly the balance we're after when it comes to being talked over. It's not about raising your voice or snapping back or bulldozing the interrupter. Then things will only escalate. Instead, it is about answering with calm strength and having a tone that says, "I'm not rattled, I'm not backing down, and I don't need to get aggressive to be heard." A gentle, firm answer will disarm the interrupter. And it sets a boundary without sparking conflict. Who needs conflict? The world isn't, and life itself is difficult enough. We don't need to create more conflict. And that's where real authority also comes from. Wisdom and self-control, and the kind of confidence that doesn't need to shout. When you speak this way, you don't just hold the room, you will also earn respect. And that's it for today's episode of ManSpeak. If you found this helpful, please like it, share it, subscribe. It helps the channel grow, and I want to thank you sincerely for joining me. Until next time, take care. Mooi bly.